Brian Mudd Show is on News Radio 610 WIOD.
One of the questions has been right along with the pandemic, okay, with vaccinations, the COVID vaccinations, are there long-term health considerations, concerns, things that may not be known until later on? Of course, originally all of these authorized under emergency authorization without some of that long-term knowledge of what may be. But there's also been information, studies here and there throughout the pandemic, that COVID, being infected with it, even if you have a mild case, could lead to long-term health implications as well. One of the more disconcerting studies just out saying that, even mild COVID-19 infections could lead to long-term neurological damage. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. You start talking about messing with your brain. What's real here? And to talk about it, once again, Dr. Mark Sherwood, the Functional Medical Institute, joining us. All right, Dr. Sherwood, what do you say about the whole neurological damage thing with COVID?
Man, thanks for having me, first of all. I appreciate that, as always. Yeah, I agree. It's very concerning. Obviously, we know there's a lot of data that's starting to pile up about coronavirus causing the idea of this brain fog, which goes to this idea of neurological, what I call brain inflammation. And it's like certain brain cells get damaged, reduced blood flow, more immunological responses from the brain. And long term, I'm pretty concerned now. Overall, what we've done to sort of remediate that ahead of time is we've increased our essential omega-3 fatty acids, specifically DHA, which is like really helpful for brain function and reducing brain inflammation. DHA, for those of us listening out there, stands for docosahexaenoic acid, and we tried to bring that up to better than a gram or a gram and a half per day, and that seems to help with these symptoms.
Well, that's good to know. With a lot of brain trauma, once the damage is done, it's done. I mean, if people do end up having some type of brain issue associated with COVID, is that a permanent deal, or does that potentially get better?
I tend to think that I tend to take the high road on that, Brian. I tend to think the body can repair itself. We've seen it before. I mean, we just frankly don't understand how it does it. We're never going to understand how it does it. We don't even know really how exactly these viruses that we're talking about, COVID-19, how it really causes this brain inflammation process or neurological damage. But I do believe that by giving the body what it needs through nutritional and even food nutritional supplementation as well, I think the body can repair itself.
Well, I appreciate the optimistic approach, and I certainly hope that's the case for people who've had COVID and are found to have had some of this neurological damage. Dr. Sherwood, thank you so much. Talk to you again.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.